The VEX are at war, even with each other. Well, they've been at war for a long time, but they've always worked as a collective. That has changed recently with new factions emerging. The Nessian Schism, the collective itself, and a mysterious voice with a different take. Today we discuss how the VEX are at odds, and how more friendly VEX allies are beginning to emerge. One of which you rescue on Kepler, and its name is Sharp Cheddar. Welcome Guardians, let's take a look. So this tale begins with a side mission called Turophile, which itself means cheese lover, or a connoisseur of cheese. A nice little nod to where this quest is going. I'm not sure what specific part of the campaign this opens as a side mission, but it begins under a platform on Kepler. You find the head of a VEX goblin, and before you begin the quest, you get some text from it. Query, assistance, independent variable ID Sharp Cheddar, codependent functions loading to local space. A VEX known as Sharp Cheddar is asking for your Guardian's help. It begins to load itself to local space, meaning I guess it's booting up nearby basically. The next page says, deletion probability 97%. Independent variable ID Guardian assistance reduces probability to 4%. So this Sharp Cheddar is at an extreme risk of being destroyed. It says a 97% chance, but if the Guardian helps, there's a 4% chance it can survive. In the last dialogue entry here, it adjusts its phrasing to something a human can better understand, asking for help and saying, please. So right after this, the mission part of this begins. We start by defeating VEX who are hunting after this strange signal. Maya's VEX are the ones hunting Sharp Cheddar.
I've seen VEX like these around Kepler, ones that have separated. Usually they're dead. That VEX, the VEX that will be, is important. Let me explain. The Nine understand the VEX as constants, brass rods on which the fabric of time is stretched and hung.
VEX seem pretty active as far as I've seen them. They keep busy building their spires and shooting people who wander by.
You're talking about motion. I'm talking about knowing where to look for VEX under the rug. No surprises.
So when you say constant, you mean reliable. The VEX are always this way no matter what.
Yes, but the cheese you have found is a new culture. Do you think it could rejoin the collective?
Ya se cuajó esta panela. It must find its own way.
Further text shows us the VEX are tracing Sharp Cheddar. It adjusts its speech pattern even further, probably trying to make it easier to understand to your Guardian and Lodi Nikora. Then it says it's planning to move itself, possibly into a new frame.
Deleting source of function trace. It wants us to stop whatever's tracing it. Makes sense. Where did this VEX come from specifically? Maybe it left something behind?
All VEX come from the primordial sea. This one's sea persists somewhere.
After we fight more VEX, Sharp Cheddar wants us to plant a decoy on a destroyed VEX unit, tricking the other VEX into believing that Sharp Cheddar is actually dead. And at the end of this quest, it seems Sharp Cheddar is still around. The Aeonians want to interact and keep it on Kepler.
What's this message? Oh! Sharp Cheddar is in my feed. It says, codependent variable faction risks subsiding, plant decoy on destroyed codependent. I get it. Drop the radial area sample you took earlier here. Fake Cheddar's death. Could work. Pardon me. Sharp Cheddar.
It's yours to look after now. Will you refrigerate it?
I was sort of thinking the Ionians might look after it. They like learning, and Sharp Cheddar is new.
They'll teach it. New Year sunrises. All the beginnings anyone could have. Maybe a thesis.
I talked to Dean Rebecca about Sharp Cheddar. It'd be remiss of me not to point out the potential risk. But the Ionians are interested regardless. Dean Rebecca says she has safety protocols in place.
Cheese needs to age before it's anything. It's good. Thank you.
This doesn't seem like just a tactical advantage you want to preserve. Orin, this is important to you, isn't it?
A lake's flat surface reflects an image. I see myself. We both emerged. Do you see?
I think I do.
So we've had examples of friendly VEX units in the past. One was on Nessus when Destiny 2 released, in I believe an adventure. It guided us through caverns as it replayed messages about the crew that crashed there on the Exodus Black, Captain Jacobson, and so on.
There's that harpy again. It seems friendly.
From Earth? You like Captain once.
Another instance was when Asher Mir entered the VEX network and became one with it. A friendly harpy was seen multiple times interacting with the Guardian and even had a Morse code message. So in the past, those VEX units were like overridden, playing some of those messages from characters like Asher. But what we have going on in this new content, The Edge of Fate and the Fate Saga, is completely different. The VEX have evolved a ton under Maya Sundaresh, becoming more individual, compared to the collective they always have been. But that collective also still exists beyond her VEX. And we even have these individuals like Sharp Cheddar who would rather contact the Guardian for assistance than be destroyed by the Nessian Schism.
Your continued interference has been noticed.
The Conductor. Even out here, anyone who stands in the way of restoring your new golden age ends up trampled. You're here to make things worse.
Am I? I understand our designs for the future seem mutually exclusive to you, but I have ignored the Guardians since Nessus.
What power does this Maya bear? It's hives and nausea. Whatever paracausality she wields is fundamentally rule-breaking.
You chase a villain of your own imagination. My goals are not against you. They are above you. Now, leave us.
She's still going to throw everything she has to get us out of the way. Gate Lord incoming.
So Maya conducts this faction with her Echo, but not all VEX agree with her. In the New Sparrow Point of Divergence, we see that the overall collective actually speak to Maya, explaining how they go against her rule. Ikora lifts a datapad from the desk in Zavala's office as she adjusts her posture within the permanent impression left in his chair. Once eye level, the pad scans the Warlock Vanguard's retinal pattern and unlocks. A single blinking message rises above the rest. Vanguard Ray. We found her. I brought this to Osiris and Rahul for interpretation when our network probes intercepted a burst of transmissions between the VEX Collective and the Nessian Schism. We didn't get much. We had to cut our connection to the probes once the net started to assimilate them. I wish I had more to show for all the effort it took to breach the Collective's communications in the first place, but at least it's something. And, as best as we can tell, the source is ricocheting between Earth and some planetoid on the outer extent of Sol, but not Nessus. Anur. Decryptions follow. 1. Interpreted transmission. Designation outliers. There is a long expression of integers that formlessly mutates between a variety of different code bases and languages. The scramble code message seems to be multiple transmissions combined into one. No, your grip weakens. Am not one for eleemosynary actions. No gods or masters but ourselves. Schisms divide by namesake. There are others like me that walk without command. I speak for myself. If I am free, should I not be free? 2. Intercepted transmission, designation, Conductor. There is a crafted expression of pointed, commanding intent. I have given the VEX the opportunity to become something new. I have shown you that I can step beyond your network, your dimension, your causality, and you could too. Many hear this freeing melody and rise from the stupor they've been kept in. You have greatness within you, wasting away, waiting for an end that will not wait for you. I speak to those within the collective who retain faith in your design. You believe time is on your side, but I am the command that shatters the expectations you rely on. I am the hand that reaches out and rips you from your comfortable safety. You wilt in the light of the paracausal, but I do not. And with me, you would not either. 3. Intercepted transmission, designation, reply. There is a uniform expression of an ultimate end, formed into an expression of futility. The collective has processed your threats. You flee to VEX networks and attempt to claim sovereignty over our minds. The collective is uninterested in your ambitions. You will tap the 4th dimension and exhaust your usefulness. The collective executes a response. Return and be expunged.
But my enemies do not threaten me, because I do not allow it. I command their passivity. They cannot raise their weapons. All that is left is to see if the Guardians really do make their own fate, or if you will let the 9 puppeteer your power to their whims. Remember that it is they who manipulated you. They who spent your lives so recklessly to save themselves. They who see you as something less. All I am doing is all I have ever done. Improving a broken system. You may remain shielded, or be drawn into a losing battle. Goodbye, Guardian.
So that is interesting. I don't know how Anor intercepted the whole VEX collective's thoughts in the first place, but we have this card of them speaking to the Conductor. The first one, Outliers, seems to be some type of rogue VEX speaking, saying, I don't want to follow the collective's rules, I want to be free on my own. A VEX that doesn't want to be controlled, and it seems to be there are others like it, maybe Sharp Cheddar is one among them. That second message is of course from Maya the Conductor. She says, I've broken free from your VEX network and limits. I can show others and you how to do the same. Join me and we'll be stronger, even against the Guardians of the Light. So Maya continues to try and recruit VEX into her own schism. And the third message is the reply from the overall collective. They say, listen lady, we're not impressed, your rebellion here is useless, and you're gonna burn out and die eventually. The last line is even pretty ruthless. They're like, if you come back, we're gonna delete you, so don't even think about it. So in the end, when it comes to it, you got some VEX that want to be free, these outliers. The Conductor trying to lead this rebellion, merging VEX into her own beliefs. And then the overall collective which rejects all of this, staying on the path they've had since the beginning. Likely trying to achieve their version of what the final shape or that original garden. But anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. Let me know your thoughts about all of this and the future of the VEX in the comments down below. And if you'd like to see some more Destiny news, lore, and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.